Welcome to Hot Boxing Talk, South Africa's very own online boxing talk show, episode number 10 for 2016. And this week we spoke to Hayden and Cyril about international and local boxing, as well as IBO Welterweight Champion of the World, Tiko, Cruel Junior Movaleti, right here on Hot Boxing Talk. This is the 10th episode of Hot Boxing Talk. So the two gentlemen by my side join us this week on Hot Boxing Talk. Hayden, Cyril, welcome to Hot Boxing Talk. It kind of feels weird to welcome you to the show, considering you're part of the show. Let's talk about David Hayes. Announced a guy that I can't even pronounce his surname. Why is he fighting these nondescript heavyweights?
I don't know. I think he's got a bit of a confidence issue at the moment in terms of beating the guys. But yeah, I'd like to see the guy that came out in the press conference against him. Shannon Briggs would be a great test.
And that's my next question to you, Saul. Shannon Briggs has been mouthing off time and time again, let's go champ. He's looking for a big fight. He's 44 years old. Where does he fit into all of this?
Well, I think it's just a distraction for everybody. But it would be nice if David Hay fought him. But he's really just a distraction, an annoying distraction sometimes. Yeah, but yeah.
So let's talk about the light heavyweight division. Andre Ward came back after, 17 months of inactivity, beating a workmanlike performance over, what's the guy's name again?
Sullivan Barrera.
Okay, tell me, a good win or a workmanlike win?
A good win, but slightly under his standard. As you know, he sets the bar quite high. So yeah.
With him winning this contest, which was expected of him, where does he fit into the light heavyweight picture? Because you've got Stevenson, who's the BC champion, who's the linear champion, and then you've got who many regard as the real champion in Kovalev. Where does he fit in now?
I think he stands with the two of them. I think the three of them should battle it out for number one.
Okay, so here's a question. You're Andre Ward's manager, trainer. Who would you advise him to fight against now and why?
It's got to be Jean Pascal. Jean Pascal's got to be the next man to take on. Basically, to get a bit of a how far along is he in comparison to Sergey Kovalev?
So here's the thing: Kovalev stops him, right? Stopped him twice. Do you think Ward stops him, or do you think he goes the distance with him?
I think Ward probably go the distance. He's not really, he doesn't really rely on the power like Kovalev does, but he would outbox him quite comfortably.
Ward fights Stevenson. Who wins?
Andre Ward wins.
Kovalev, Stevenson. Ward, Kovalev. Who wins?
It's a little bit closer, but Ward wins.
How?
On points.
Now, keeping it local, Tiko Movaleti was in the gym earlier. We did a profile on him. Yeah, where does he fit in now in the welterweight division? He's fighting a guy from Germany next month. I asked him if he would fight Ali Funeka. He said yes. This guy from Germany, obviously, it's a keep busy fight. He's been inactive. Do you think he should fight Ali Funeka again?
I think that rematch has to happen, yes, because there's so much beef there and so much that could be put on the show again.
And speaking of the beef, there were allegations of Muti and so forth, and we asked Tiko about that. Do you think Ali Funeka actually has a chance? Because I was one of those few guys who thought that he would walk right through Tiko Movaleti, but he didn't. It was an upset for 2015 for South African boxing. I honestly don't think that Funeka would beat him in a rematch, but how do you see that rematch going if it happens?
Yeah, I don't think Funeka beats him either. I think Tiko is just too strong and you just bang him up again.
We talk about Zujuta's just announced their fight card for 22nd of April. We've got our very own Onosani Ndongeni fighting Nomeva. Simpiwe Vicheka, where does he fit in now? He's rated now number 3 or 4 in the WBA. This is a keep busy fight for him. What next after that?
Well, as you said, let's hope for maybe a WBA title fight at the end of it.
And it's at the Orient Theatre. Nomeva's always a popular figure down there. What does it mean for his career fighting down there again?
Well, given the fact that he does, I think it's in June or something. He's got a
July.
Is it July? Yeah. He could be fighting overseas. So I think this is a chance. It's a keep busy fight for him and a chance for him to show his fans what they already know.
So we kept it local and we kept it international. Hayden and Cyril have spoken right here on Hot Boxing Talk. So we have a guest at Hot Boxing Talk right here at Hot Box Gym. The IBO Welterweight Champion of the World, Tiko Movaleti. Welcome to Hot Boxing Talk. I've actually been wanting to get you on the show for a very long time, so welcome. Tell us, IBO Welterweight Champion of the World, what does it mean for you to be Champion of the World?
For me, it's very important because many people that told me I'm not going to California. People that talk.
So let's talk about Ali Funeka. It was a massive upset. It was the upset of the year for last year. You weren't supposed to win that fight. What worked for you in that fight? Because you caught him with the right hand, and he never recovered after that second round.
Because Ali Funeka, he was talking, said me, I'm taking me like I'm amateur. Yeah, this I will knock you. And after that, you can't talk after fight. Because if you're not a boxer, no, then before the fight they're talking too much.
Yeah,
afterward they don't want to talk.
So let me ask you, there were allegations of Muti and so forth. It was in the press, and so I want to get your opinion, or your thoughts. What's all this talk about Muti? Tell us.
Okay, I'll do this. Okay, people they talk. You remember that fight? My wedding and this guy. Pacquiao. After it's Pacquiao and Mayweather. He said his shoulders. Yeah. Many boxers they talk like that. Before my fight Ali Funeka, before I fought Ali Funeka, I was bit
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I said me I'm just Muti. The boxers they talk.
So let me ask you this: would you give Ali Funeka a rematch?
I want to, because I will kill him.
So you will?
Yeah, I will kill him.
All right. There's a young kid coming up. He's rated by the WBA, Paul Kamanga. How would that go?
Paul Kamanga, for my side, it's a good boxer, but he can't beat me. He can't.
Your nickname, Cruel Kid.
Cruel Junior.
Cruel Junior. Explain that. What's that all about?
Okay, my father was a boxer. Yeah, his nickname was a Cruel. It's a Cruel Senior. That's my father's nickname.
So you've got a defense coming up in your hometown next month. You haven't fought since June last year. Tell us about ring inactivity. How's it going to affect your performance? Is it going to affect your performance?
Yeah, I will performance.
And tell me something, one fight that you could have, any person in the world, who would it be against and why?
Come again?
If you could have one opponent in your dream right now, who would it be against and why?
Let's do like this. Let's use him for now.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Muslim got one out to go to the one to Ramba, Tamabakama Banda, and thank you to the pass. Yeah.
So who did you say you wanted to fight?
Any boxer.
Any boxer?
Yeah.
This is the IBO Welterweight Champion of the world, More Valeti, right here on Hot Boxing Talk. So episode 10 of Hot Boxing Talk comes to an end. Catch us next week for episode 11 from myself, Colin Nomaganjani, Nathan and Hayden Jones. We will see you next week.